Hello, and welcome to the Coach Therapy Podcast. I'm Coach Q, and I am so excited that you decided to tune in today. We're going to take a journey through vulnerability so that we can reach clarity, healing, growth, and success. You're going to learn some things about you, you'll learn some things about me, but most importantly, you will receive tools every episode that will help you to become better every single day. Enjoy Coach Therapy. Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Coach Therapy Podcast. I'm Coach Q, and I am so grateful that you have decided to click on this video to tune in to listen to what I have to say today. I am grateful for this new year. Can y'all believe it? We are in 2024. It's like when I was a kid, it was like, Lord, in 2024, oh my goodness, will the world even still be here? And look at this. We're here by God's grace. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for another opportunity to do things that I know I'm supposed to be doing, to fulfill my purpose in life, to um, implement more joy in my life, more love in my life, uh, to overcome obstacles that once felt impossible. I'm just grateful for all of the opportunities that I have with each day that I'm given. And I don't take it for granted. I don't take for granted that my hardest days, the ones that it just seems so impossible for me to get through. Um, I made it through those days and I'm here, right? And when I really think about that, that's just enough for me to be grateful for. I'm just in a new position of gratitude, of really not just being grateful, but really enjoying the things that I am grateful for. It's like I always say, thank you, God, for my family. But it was like, am I being intentional about the gratefulness that I have for them? Let me spend more time and let me give more attention to the things that I'm grateful for. And so all year long, I am committed to not just gratitude, but joy. And I am so committed to joy because I know exactly what it is to wake up without it. I know what it is to go days and weeks and even months not feeling the slightest bit of joy. And I decided that I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm not going to allow joy to be ripped away from me, but I will be intentional about scheduling joy, about making sure I do things that bring me joy, about seizing the moments that I have because it's the moments that we take for granted that usually they give us the most joy. So I'm just being intentional with my year already. We're just, what are we, 7 days into the year? And I feel good. I feel really good. I feel really excited because I have some things on my list that I'm like, whoa, it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. And I'm declaring that over my life. I'm speaking that over myself. It's going to be a good year. Will there be adversity? I'm sure, right? We have daily adversities. However, it's going to be a good year. And I know that because I have put myself in a position um, to really receive the things that I've been praying for, that I've been working towards. And so I'm just excited about this year. I'm excited about my new camera. I know we talked about it last episode that my baby sister got me this for Christmas. And y'all, I really spent all day um working on my setup for my camera so that I could use it today because I really wanted to record on the camera, really wanted to just kind of like step it up. This camera shoots in 4K, so it was just gonna be I was so excited. Um and yesterday I went out, bought all the accessories for the camera and everything I thought I needed. Shout out to my friend Richard, who's a master videographer. He was like, you need to do this, You need to get that. Shout out to my brother Lamont, who's a master videographer, who's like, uh, taking on my calls when I'm like, hey, what about this? Like, I'm just getting on everybody's nerves right now. Everybody nerves, like, help me, help me. I don't know what I'm doing. I am so like, this is unfamiliar territory for me to have a big boy camera. And but when you ask for elevation, you're gonna have to enter into a season of unfamiliarity. Like, this is teaching me that there are times when we feel like I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. And we get ready and we get into it. We get into what we have been praying for, what we've been working towards. And then we feel inadequate in that space because it's unfamiliar. And oh my goodness, did I feel that today? Because today I had everything set up. I literally have been setting up for like 3 or 4 hours. And I'm like, today I'm gonna record. Da, 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 da. I'm excited. Now, mind you, my friend already told me he was going to come and help me later in the week and actually record an episode so that I'll know everything that I need to do and then I'll be ready to rock and roll. But in true Quinte fashion, my timing, I always am like ten steps ahead of myself, right? And so I'm like, okay, perfect. Excited he's going to come help. Also still anxious to get going. And so I spend all day like just trying to get set up. And needless to say, I'm on my good old faithful Mac today with my good old faithful mic, and we doing just fine. But it wasn't what I had anticipated. And I'm like, God, what is the lesson in this? What is the lesson? And the lesson is that you may still have to wait. You may still have to wait. How many times have you been ready for something? You've done everything you needed to do to obtain it, and you find yourself still waiting. I'll raise my hand because I know exactly what that is. To be in a space where I still have to wait. And what I typically do when I am put in a place where I feel like I've done everything that I was supposed to do, that everything is aligned, I am ready, and it doesn't go the way I want to do, I start to self blame. I start to try to find fault. Well, maybe I didn't do this right. Maybe I didn't do, and I start finding fault in me to justify the waiting period. But today I was able to use the situation with the camera. Here I am with this amazing camera, all of the equipment that I need, and I still have to wait. What I noticed I didn't do was say, what is wrong with this camera? I didn't say that. I didn't say, what is wrong with the recorder? What is wrong with the lights? What is wrong? I didn't do that. I just accepted that I still have to wait. And so you may be in a season of your life where everything seems to be aligned. You are ready. You ain't ever been this ready before. And you are finding yourself in a place of you still have to wait. And maybe you're frustrated. I will tell you that you must continue forward, even in frustration. I was frustrated this afternoon. I'm like, I done gave 3, 4 hours to trying to set up this camera and everything else. And I still gotta go and get my hair together and my face together and put on some clothes so I can record this podcast. I was frustrated because I wanted to use my new camera because I'm ready. I got everything I need to elevate my podcast, and I still have to wait. Oh my goodness. Talk about frustration. But I still did what I had to do. I was like, you know what? Girl, go ahead, get yourself together, record this podcast. Because I realized that waiting doesn't mean completely stopping. There have been seasons of my life when I was in need of something. And because I didn't have what I needed, or because it wasn't just the way I wanted, I just stopped completely. I stopped completely until I felt like I had what I needed. And that has set me back so much in my life, not knowing when to patiently wait and not knowing when to completely stop. There is a difference. And in this season of my life, I need to patiently wait while moving forward in my endeavors. No, I'm not using my new camera. I'm not shooting in 4K, but I will be. I don't have my first guest on the show yet. It's coming. But that does not mean I need to stop recording coach therapy every weekend until that happens. That's not what it means. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Right. And so I'm learning patiently wait. It's okay. I know everything is aligned. I know that you feel more ready than you've ever felt before. And it just hasn't quite happened yet, but it will. And I am saying that to you. I'm talking in terms of the camera today, but there are some things in my life, good God Almighty, that I'm like, okay, God, your girl is ready. I'm ready, more ready than I've ever been. My heart is in a posture where it should be. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I'm definitely ready for this door to open up for me. And I am, quite frankly, I'm still waiting. And there are moments when I get real frustrated. However, I am not going to completely stop. That is not what this season calls for. It calls for me to pursue my endeavors while patiently waiting. And I'm sharing this because many of you are um, excited about this year and you have spoken things over yourself that will happen this year. And you are sure that, okay, now it's time. It's time for this to happen. It's time for this to go in the way that I want it to go, in the direction that I want it to go in. And now you're like, but why am I waiting? Do not allow yourself to get so frustrated that you completely stop. Stopping is not going to get you to where you want to be. If it is not lining up, I want you to continue pursuing, continue perfecting, continue working. It will line up. It will happen. You will elevate, but you must keep going. It is not the time for you to stop. Let me say that again. It is not the time for you to stop because we can talk ourselves out of doing what we're supposed to be doing. And then when we stop, we then have regrets like, dang, if I would have only kept going, if I would have only kept moving forward, I would be here by now. I would be doing this by now. I'd be, oh my goodness. And then we start having the regrets and all of the things. And I don't want you to end your year like that. I want you to push forward. I want you to say, even if I feel like I have everything, there must be something else that I need to be prepared. And I will continue to put myself in a position to be fully prepared for what I'm praying for. And when you do that, you allow yourself to get stronger and you allow yourself to gain more wisdom and you allow yourself to keep that momentum that is needed for the next phase. We all have this idea. We all have this idea of how things are going to go. Or when I get this, it's on and popping. I can't tell y'all how many times like when I get my camera, it's over. I'm shutting it down. Finna be right. We all got that story. When this happened, then this. So the thing is, we prepare for all of the great things that are accompanied by what we're waiting for, and not necessarily for the hiccups or the delays and the roadblocks. And so when they come, we only have a plan in place for when I get this, when the time is right. I'm going to do, I want you to start saying, no matter what, I'm going to make sure I do this. I don't care. I'm going to execute. Nothing is going to stop me. Start saying that because sometimes we can't plan for everything. There are things that are going to come up that are so far beyond your control, but you still got to keep moving. And so, if we're going to really elevate in 2024, we're going to have to talk to ourselves and say, all right, this happened. So what? I'm going to still do me. I'm going to still make it happen. I'm going to still make moves. We got to do that. And that's what I'm committed to doing. I am so committed to doing some things. I'm so excited about some things. Um, but I'm still waiting. I was excited about it last year too, y'all. And I'm still waiting. And that's okay. I'm not going to allow my momentum um to fizzle out because I'm in a waiting period. It's coming. If I truly believe with everything in me that it's about to happen, that things are turning around, that I am going to elevate, then why would I stop? Can't do that. Because then when it does come around, if I stop, then I'm not prepared for my moment. And let me tell y'all, I've waited too long to not be prepared when the moment comes. I've waited too long. I've done too much. You've done too much. Only you know all that it has taken you to get to this moment. Why would you stop? This year, I want you to be committed to not stopping, to not giving up. Even if you have to wait longer than you expected, you have to know you are going to elevate. Things are going to change. It will get better. You will get better. But you cannot stop. And so that's the message for today. You may have to wait. It's okay. It is okay. But it's coming. Y'all, it is coming. I'm telling y'all, my new little baby. In a couple weeks, I ain't gonna be able to pick her up and show her to y'all because she's gonna be recording me and my guests. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm so looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to y'all seeing me elevate, go to the next level. Y'all been rocking with me since the first time I clicked start on this button and hit record. Y'all been rocking with me. Now for 22 episodes, y'all been rocking with me. And I've been telling y'all the truth. Like I started this podcast because I knew I had to. I didn't have everything. And so you're about to see it elevate. But I also wanted to let you know I still have to wait. Because sometimes we can click on social media and everything seems so instant. Like, dang, how they do that? Oh man, they winning. Oh, that's amazing. And nobody's really showing you the waiting period, the holding tank. Ain't nobody showing that off. We're not really throwing that on our IG story, like, hey, look at me wait. We ain't dancing to a reel about waiting. So we always just see the success of everything. And we always feel like, dang, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with my process? Why is it taking so long? And why isn't it working for me? We all have to go through a season where we wait. And even if no one is showing you what it looks like when you're waiting, they are waiting too. They have had seasons where they've had to wait. And so I don't want you to get discouraged by this portion of the process. I want to show you what it looks like. Be honest with you. Yeah, I was frustrated, but I got work to do. I got work to do. I have to elevate this year. I have to elevate this year. You have to elevate this year. You cannot stay where you have always been. You must elevate, but you also must move forward despite what is going on. You have to move forward even in frustration, in uncertainty, and when your schedule gets thrown off and when you hit a roadblock, you still have to find a way. This is our year, y'all. I know people say it all the time. This is my year. No, it is. It is. It's mine. It's yours. Great things are going to happen. But what you going to do with the waiting process? All right, y'all. I want you to move forward. I want you scratching stuff off your list of the things you promised yourself you was going to get done, the things that you've been pursuing. It's your time. It's your time, it's your season. You got it. Have an amazing week, and I will talk to you again on our next episode of the Coach Therapy Podcast. Take care of yourself.